Okay, let's talk unions and intersections. Unions and intersections is basically when you have two or more different answers to something, and you want to find out what happens when you bring them together. Your textbook and your teacher probably has things with Venn diagrams where they cross each other and things like that. That's great. Let's get right down to the math on this, okay? So, on a union, what you're going to do is you're going to take a set of different answers and you're just going to put them all together. So, this would be the or. So it's going to be some answers or this answers, either one of them work. The intersections mean they both have to work. If they don't both work, it's not an intersection, okay? And we write the unions, with a big U. So for example, if I want to know the union of this situation of A union B, okay, so what I'm actually asking is where does A and B, if I put them all together, what are my possible answers? And so on this one, the union, well, 0, 2, 4, 6 are certainly answers, right? So I'm going to write 0, 2, 4, 6, and 2, 5, 6, and 9 work. Well, I already have my 2, so I don't have to write them twice. I'm going to sneak a 5 in here. Okay, 5. 6 is already there. I don't have to write them twice, and I got to make sure I have 9. And so, boom, there's my union right there. I just put them together. Okay. Well, what about an intersection? I would write it like this: A intersection B. Okay. And my answer on this one, ooh, that was an ugly bracket. Okay. Go with me on this. Okay. So 0, not in both. 2, yep. There's a 2 in both. Okay. A 4, nope. 6, yep. 9, nope. Done. That's my intersection between A and B. Okay. Now, also, we have something called set notation, where sometimes they'll say X, where X equals something. This one I wrote odd numbers less than 10. Okay. So if I want to do, let's say, let's go ahead and do an intersection of something and C. Let's go ahead and go B and C. Let's do an intersection of those guys. All right. So let's go B intersect with C. All right. So it has to work in both. So I want all odd numbers less than 10. So no even numbers could work. So all my even numbers are out. 2 and 6 are already gone. Okay, because 2 and 6 won't satisfy that. Okay, let's think of everything that would satisfy this one. 1, not in here. It's not an intersection. 3, nope. 5, yep. 7, nope, it's not in here. 9, yep. So 5 and 9 are the only two numbers that will satisfy B and C. So that's why that's the intersection. Now let's say I want to go a union between A and C. It's either one of them. So all of these work. 0, 2, 4, 6, they're even numbers, but that's okay. They still work because it's a union. You're putting them all together. It's or. They work for this one or that one. So every odd number, 1 through 9, okay? And then I didn't write that well. I should have said whole number, okay, because I didn't want to do integers. So I wrote that poorly. I apologize, but go with me. Okay, odd numbers. I should have wrote odd whole numbers. So, anyways, let's go with this. 0 works. 1 will work. 2 will work. 3 will work. 4 will work. 5 will work. 6 will work. 7 will work. 8 won't work because 8 isn't in here or there, and 9 will work. Okay. So that's just a little bit about unions and intersections. Do some of the work that you have on the worksheets, but this is basically a quick little explanation of how intersections and unions work.